Well, a good victory again at home. We play well here. This is a really hard team to play. Hofstra, they never gave in. They don't play as many players as us, and I think eventually that helped us wear them down a little bit. But they're a scary team, and we're going to see them again real soon. So we got to make sure we learn from some of our mistakes.
Team hasn't shot it particularly well from three, or maybe as well as I think some people expected, or maybe you expected coming in. Hit 18 threes, shoot 41 from three, hit 10 in the second half. How nice was it to see the ball go in the hoop for your guys?
Yeah, really nice. I mean, we shoot well every other time. Practice is one of the best shooting teams I've been around, and I thought we had our open looks and we stepped up and took them, and so we got to act like that a little bit more. When we see an open shot, that's a good shot. Even if it's 4 seconds in the shot clock, that's a good shot for almost everyone on the team. And so they went in tonight. It won't be so good going forward always, but just we got to remember we can make them.
Defensively, Cruz Davis is one of the better players in mid-major basketball, one of the best players in the league. To hold him to an inefficient 14 on 19 shots, just talk about your team's defensive performance against him. I know there's a number of different guys that were kind of covering him at different times.
Yeah, it was a team effort. He's incredible. I mean, just watching him come down the floor, I look away and he's 30 feet away from where I last saw him, and so with that ability to pass, shoot, dribble, he's a real handful. And so with guys like that, you're talking about how are we all going to stop him, and I think we made it hard on him. He's an exceptional player.
Killian had a great game. He kind of really got it going from downtown. What did you kind of see out of him?
Just confidence. He takes shots that he practices, and they went in, and so he does a good job of he's a guard, but he happens to be 6'8" or 6'9", and so when he gets an open space, usually he's not guarded as much as most centers, and so he's getting more and more comfortable with that, and this was a good game for him.
With the pace and with kind of the physicality of the game, how impressive is it for you that your team has 23 assists and only 5 turnovers?
Yeah, impressive. I mean, I think it was a fun game to watch. They also only had 8 turnovers, and so, it can be a beautiful game if it's not rammer ball all the time. And so we got up the court fast, I think, and that helped us sort of dislodge them from their defense. And so it's something we take pride in is throw it to your teammate and watch them succeed, and it'll come back around. And so, it's a lot like the fans out there. They're there. Pulling for us the whole time, and I hope they have a good experience with it. That's what an assist is.
You mentioned the fans. I think it was 4,100. Given the weather that's coming, students have been sent home. How great was it to see kind of that crowd and the energy they brought to your team tonight?
Yeah, great. I mean, you see the same people down low and more people spreading up top, and it's a fun event. We may not win every game, but the students out there enjoying college life, being good to each other, supporting us, and us, our guys loving seeing all that, and then the community, as always, they're always here and always helpful. And so I guess this is Snowmageddon down in Virginia. I'm used to maybe a little more snow up north, but it's good to get out in front of people that you really love to see, and before we maybe lock down for a little bit here.
I know you've mentioned it a couple of different times. I think we're 9-0 now at home, but the next game's on the road. How big is kind of the next week in getting ready to go to Elon?
Yeah, big. It's something that I don't love is that we're worse than 500 on the road probably, and that's a lot of mindset. Things don't go your way, and what's your response is the question. If you don't make threes, can you still win a different way? And we need to get better at that. We've had some long road swings. We've had some long home swings now, and we got to just figure out how to be resilient in those moments on the road.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.